So if you haven't realized it, it's Chicago weather and it's 40 degrees outside. So you see the hoodie, you see the vest. I'm trying to stay warm. I am not looking to get sick this year. I'm not trying to get sick. So I'm gonna keep a hat on. I'm going to stay bundled up because if you get sick early in the wintertime in the shy, you're gonna be sick all winter. That's just how it works. So hey, let's hit this job site. Let's get the day going. I really need to get back to the office. I've got a lot of planning to do and a lot of follow up to do. So let's get the day going. All right, so we're back. It's several days later, and we did the raw inspection. There's been a lot going on YouTube since I did that initial video. What I want to do is really walk you through the process of doing the draw and doing the draw inspection. And I think it's important that we put real content out here about how these things go when you're working with a financial institution, whether it be a commercial construction loan, rehab loan, or something of that nature. So as you saw, I was going to the property the day before the inspection. I just wanted to kind of take a look at things, see how things were going, make sure that we were in a good place for the inspection, right? So how it works with this lender is that they actually send out an architect to do the inspection draw. So real sophisticated. But either way, the architect came out and I'll walk you through kind of the phases of the project that we are looking for a draw on. So at this project that we just did, we completed demo. So we were getting the full money that's set aside in escrow for demo. So here I'll show you where we demoed out the property and how it looks now once we demoed it out. Two, got the property framed up. So we did framing, especially a lot of framing in the basement. So let's go ahead and take a look at these pictures from a framing standpoint. So as you can see, we got framing throughout the basement. We've got framing upstairs. So the architect was coming in and just wanted to ensure that we were at least 80-90% complete with the framing so that he could give us a payout on framing as well. The next piece is either bring in the plumber or the HVAC, one of those two mechanicals. And I'll be honest with you, it really depends on what the plumber says, because I'll talk to the plumber first and I say, hey, plumber, you want to get in first? Or some plumbers would rather have the HVAC person come in first so they can run the major airways or ducts that are going to be in there, and then they can work around that. And then some plumbers, you know, they're sophisticated. They want to get in first. No, let me run my waste lines. Let me run this. Let me do that. So this plumber said that they've had a situation where they bump heads with the HVAC installer. So we really wanted the HVAC installer to get in first, put in the major ductways, and then the plumber would come behind them and put in waste lines and things of that nature. So that being said, I'll first show you pictures of the new HVAC ductway. As you can see, all ducts in the house are new. So everything that'll connect to the HVAC system, the AC condenser, all of that is brand new in this project. Next, I want to show you where the plumber has went in, put in waste lines, kind of set up kind of the layout for where the water lines will go. So we haven't put the water lines in, but all rough waste lines have been completed. And this is important. So this is a project where the plumber as well as the electrician are like, listen, we don't want to do any more work because, you know, the property does not have an alarm on it yet. So this property is in one of those transitioning neighborhoods where we feel that prior to putting in any copper, any wire that has copper or anything like that, we need to make sure that we get the electrical dropped and ran to this house, so the service has to be upgraded. And when we get an alarm there, that's when we'll go ahead and finish the rough plumbing, finish doing a lot of things with electrical. So we want to get as minimum things in as possible so we can then put an alarm on the project and then move forward. So, but that being said, here are some pictures of the drain lines, PVC drain lines that have been put in this project. Now, like I've said, each one of these categories is what the inspector is coming in and taking a look at. So this inspector is coming in, looking at to ensure that we've done demo appropriately, coming in, making sure that we are 80 to 90% on the rough install on HVAC, seeing that we are about 70% in on rough plumbing, about 60% in because we haven't ran any copper lines, water lines. And then we're somewhere about 45% in on rough electrical because we put the panel box up. We ran some rough piping. Now remember, this is a property in the Chicagoland area. We do have to pipe in our electrical here, so it's a little bit more work, but some of that has been done as well. All in all, the walk went great. So the architectural inspector was really pleased on the progress that we've made on this project, seeing that we, closed a couple months ago, the time frame that it took for us to get plans. So also, I forgot, this draw inspector had not seen our plans. So we had certified plans from an architect because of the amount of work that we were doing on this project. And the inspecting architect that works for the lender, this architect does not work for us. We pay this architect out of our draw, but this architect works for the lender, wanted to see the plans that were completed and stamped by the architect that works directly for Rosie Investment Corp. So all of that being said, they was very pleased with the quality of work, which we've now taken a look at. So we did have a few setbacks because Brandon fell behind a little bit, but plumbing was on time and electrical was coming in and knocked their piece out. HVAC was on time as well. They really jumped in, knocked it out. So shout out to the HVAC contractor. So, but either way, so we got an approved drawings inspection. Now, here's the key. Guess what? We found out the next day that the paperwork wasn't right. So, and the paperwork is what we had to deal with the asset manager. So this is one of the projects where we're working with a city program per se, a rebuild program where there is a lot more paperwork that needs to be done. It has to be perfect. Yes, it is draining. It's a lot, but when you are not just a rehabber, when you're a community developer and you're working with the community as well as you're working with nonprofit and other organizations, you have to understand that there might be a couple of extra layers that slow some things down for you, but in the long run, it's worth it. So that being said, this is an update video on one of our neighborhood rebuild projects, and just wanted to kind of let everybody know how we did when it comes to our first draw inspection. So hopefully this information is helpful. If you're that aspiring flipper, rehabber, developer. That being said, thank you for your time. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon.